brother and sister or a mother and son would know each other.
Okay.
It's a really very close relationship.
Okay. I believe we have a clip of you in action in The Equalizer.
It's not so much action.
Hub of Vladimir Pushkin. And he funds everything. Gasoline, weapons, girls, you name it. His money and political ties make him untouchable. Your friend here is who Pushkin sends when he's got a problem. Teddy Renson. Real name Nikolai Ichenko. Skill set honed in Spetsnaz. He's formidable and smart. Basically, he's a sociopath with a business card. Robert, I don't have to tell you what happens next. He won't stop until he kills you and anyone you care about.
Oh, you sound very smart.
We're intrigued.
That's one of the joys of acting. You can always sound smarter than you are. What I always see when I see that clip is that Denzel, who is a smart, accomplished man, there's something in the way he's playing this role. There's always these little subtle differences in the way Denzel plays the roles. It's always Denzel, but in this particular one... And
he's bald.
Well, no, it's not just that. He's like a 12-year-old boy. There's something very boyish about this strong and capable man that I think is a delightful aspect of the character.
So the movie opens Friday, nationwide, but I have to say, let's walk down memory lane because you played in the Equalizer TV show. We actually have a clip set it up for us. Do you remember?
Many years ago, I played a little Russian ballerina who had gotten in trouble with, as I say, the KGB, and oh, there I am.
This is you, what, circa 1986?
Could it be me? 85, 86, I can't quite remember. As I rewatched the episode not long ago, there's scenes I'm quite good in, and there's some that I clearly did not quite know what I was doing, and lesson learned, try to know as much about a scene before you shoot it.
But you know, but the good part is that, like, obviously you've grown. You won an Oscar.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
And you can do comedy. I may, Melissa Leo, we saw Equalizer. I loved you in Louis C.K., I think a season or two ago on the Blind Date episode. Watch Louis C.K. get set up with Melissa Leo. Check this out.
Louis, why don't you ask Lori what she does?
What do you do, Lori?
I have a landscaping company. I own 6 trucks. We cover northern Jersey and Nyack. In the summer, I got 2 clam shacks in Sag Harbor.
Wow. So you like own your own business?
Yeah, that's what I just told you.
Lori.
The look you give the couple. What's with this guy? It's like, you know what? It's like blind dates in New York. Nothing's ever good enough.
That's New York for you.
That's a great moment.
So, Melissa, you know, I want to bring up that movie that you did with Robin Williams, because I know you got really emotional when you saw that scene. The Angriest Man in Brooklyn, it was the name of the movie. What was it like working with Robin?
It was, I worked with Robin 3 times. Once many years ago on Homicide, and to play his wife was one of the greatest honors I ever had. I did not know him well, but I miss him terrifically, and his tragic death, a great sign of our times. Let's pay attention, please.
Pay attention to each other.
To all of it, to one another, to the 300,000 people who are in the streets of New York trying to pay attention to the climate change. I'm sorry to wax so politico in it, but it's a human need, and we have lost so many talents in recent years to this same kind of death. There is something great and catastrophic going on.
And other
As
things,
big problems in the world. The time now is to pay attention in each of us to do our own part as much as we possibly can.
So we were talking earlier about the United Nations and I guess their relevance in New York City. Your thoughts, because you're a New Yorker. What was it like for you getting around today?
Well, we got here fairly easily considering so much is happening right now, and that made me very happy because it tells me that they're all inside at the UN talking seriously.
They can talk it out.
Yeah, not only talk it out, but let's do something. Let's come out of this conference doing something. I go up to ART in Boston in the fall to do an Eve Ensler play. It's called OPC. To know what that means, you're going to have to come to Boston and see the show.
Oh, wait a second. She's a little risque that Eve, isn't she?
It's not risque. It's got nothing to do with, forgive me,
yes,
vaginas. It's got to do with the state of the world and the crisis we're in right now.
Okay.
Why did you think it was frisky?
Well, because Eve did the vagina monologues.
That's
Which
what
one?
Now we're going to get you to say it. The what?
The JJ. Just say it.
That organ.
say it.
There's nothing wrong with saying it. I remember the vagina monologues as well.
Yes.
Well,
you know what it is? It was a very controversial, but women felt very empowered by that
That
play.
changed the world for a lot of, and Eve has taken that play like no other playwright before her, and she offers it for use in small productions, big productions, however you want to do it, as long as a percentage of the proceeds go to helping women both locally, wherever that locality may be, and worldwide.
beautiful. Melissa Leo, thank you so much. The Equalizer comes out this weekend. We're going to see
Friday.
it. Thank you very much.
Always nice to have you here.
Thank you so much.
All right, we have a great performance coming up.
That's right.
J Balvin.
From Colombia, South America.
Oh, by the way, he was nominated for, I think, a Latin Grammy today.
He's got got a couple of million followers on Twitter. You feel like giving Good Day a shout out there, Jay? We're okay with that? Be right back.
Hey, Selfie Shots 101. Plus, you don't get what it takes until you walk in a woman's shoes.
The Real, today at 11 on Fox 5.
The Optimum Triple Play, only $84.95 a month, guaranteed for 2 years. Call 866-200-7040.
Optimum TV has 2 new channels for you. Aspire, celebrating the African American community with positive and entertaining programming. And Up, America's #1 family-friendly network.
Optimum brings you hundreds of the best channels, including Aspire and Up. And with the best app, you can watch all your TV channels live anywhere in your home on a mobile device. Only Optimum gives you access to unlimited wireless data at over 1 million Optimum Wi-Fi hotspots. The Optimum Triple Play, only $84.95 a month, guaranteed for 2 years with no contract. Call now and get the best multi-room DVR free.
Now this is TV that inspires me.
Call 866-200-7040.
Attention parents and grandparents of young children. Have you received this special notice from Gerber Life? If not, you're urged to call this toll-free number now because Gerber Life is accepting applications for their affordable grow-up plan. It's easy to help your child get off to a good financial start for just pennies a day. Free information will be sent to parents and grandparents who call now. Or you can apply right now over the phone if you'd like. The Grow Up Plan gives your child $10,000 in whole life insurance protection now, then doubles automatically to $20,000 later at no extra cost. Later on, your child can buy more, up to $100,000 in total protection, regardless of their health or job, 10 times the original amount. The Grow Up Plan also builds cash value over time that you can borrow from later. Help give your child a head start for just pennies a day. Don't wait. Call now for free information.
Call 1-800-878-1802 now. That's 1-800-878-1802 or go to growup.com.
2 wheels, 4 wheels, 18 wheels. It doesn't matter. We all have the same rights on the road. Unfortunately for bikes, cars and trucks forget this. We'll remind them for you. We're Jacoby and Myers. If you're injured by another person's careless driving, we can get you the money you deserve, no matter how many wheels you have. Jacoby and Myers, winning serious injury lawsuits since 1972. Call 1-877-JM-LAWYER.
Faith Jenkins. You may know her best for legal analysis on Fox News, CNN, and MSNBC. She's worked hard to graduate first in her law class, and even harder to put away some of the most dangerous criminals in the country.
Watch out, Judge Judy. There's a new judge on the block, and actually she's coming to My 9, a new judge show. And Judge Faith Jenkins is the judge. Judge Faith is the name of the show. It seems to me that she's all business in there.
By the way, she was a former Miss Louisiana and a New York District Attorney, Assistant District Attorney. Her new show is going to air weekdays at 1 o'clock on our sister station, My 9. Nice to have you here, Your Honor. You know, maybe Greg could bring his grievances to you because he's lost every time with Judge Millian. She's ruled in my favor about your antics.
She's from the People's Court. Yes, something tells me you might be more fair. Tell us about the new judge, the new show, and congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much. So far, we're about halfway through taping the show for the season, and we do the bread and butter court cases that people really like, those landlord-tenant disputes, dog bite cases, but I really wanted the show to have a more contemporary feel. So we have a lot of cases that involve some type of social media. I've had couples who met on Instagram, liked each other's photos, started dating. I've had people who got into Twitter disputes, and they come on the show and they talk about it. There's a lawsuit stemmed from something that happened, something that was said on Twitter. So we've had a lot of fun with the social media aspect of the show.
You look young, speaking of social media.
Don't ask my age.
Okay, no, I would never. I never ask a woman's age. But you worked in the Manhattan DA's office for how long?
I was there for 3 years in Manhattan, and before that I was in big law for 5 years.
Big law, litigation, corporate work. Okay, you've got the credentials.
Oh yeah, she's got the chops.
Now, let me ask you this. Why do they wear robes?
The judges?
Yes.
Well, because we don't want people to focus on what you're wearing.
Is that why?
Yeah, that's really why. Well, on the show. So for me, I chose to wear the black robe and the white collar and not switch it up. You know, some judges wear different collars and jewelry, and I just chose not to do that because I really do want people to focus on what we're talking about at the show and not a fashion statement.
So, Judge Faith, what is the strangest thing that has happened on your show so far?
Well, today, you're going to see an episode today that I think is really interesting. These guys come in, there's a lawsuit over an iPhone sale. One guy paid $5,000 in cash to another guy to buy about 19 iPhones, and he comes in and he tells me he's going to make a $20,000 profit, but he never got the iPhones, so he's suing him. So I started asking all these questions about this business transaction, this deal, what's going on, and it's clearly some type of scam involved.
Wow, you probably call the police. You got a bailiff in there, right?
We do, we do.
We want to see this in action. Judge Faith from that episode.
Okay. We gave you $5,000 in cash
the phones.
for these phones that you're going to buy from your guys at a certain location.
We buy the phones. Again, we discussed this already. Okay? So
who discussed this?
We all did discuss this, and we just went through this, didn't we?
Are you talking to me?
I'm just saying.
No, I don't think you're talking to me.
We just went through this, didn't we?
No, we didn't. If I ask you a question, that means I don't have the answer to it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you may do your shady business deals with him.
Oh, she's not taking any rough from anybody.
You can't do this at State Supreme Court. That's kind of fun, right?
Yes, yes. No, it's awesome. I mean, when you never know, these are real people. They come in, no lawyers, small claims court, and so you never know what people are going to say or how people are going to act. And so my reaction to them is very real because I've had people say all sorts of crazy things. That's one thing that you have to get used to when you're doing a show like this. People come in and it's their only day in court. For a lot of people, they're not litigious. They haven't filed lawsuits before, and they really genuinely do not like the other people on the other side, and they want to argue with them. They haven't seen them in a while. I mean, they're put into the same room, and they want to argue and debate, and it gets pretty heated.
Well, we're veterans of that. We were on the Judge Millian, the People's Court.
Were you?
Okay.
Okay. I was on People's Court, too, by the way, once. I was walking down the street in Times Square about 10 years ago, and Harvey Levin was standing outside doing the interviews, and he stuck the microphone in my face, and I answered a question, so I was one of the people.
So did that spark your interest in doing this kind of show?
And now, 10 years later, I have my own show. That's sort of surreal.
It's very cool. By the way, Judge Millian was guilty of judicial misconduct. It's currently under review. What's the most serious case you ever prosecuted as a Manhattan DA?
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
I had some really serious gang assault cases. My last trial was a gang assault attempted murder trial, and got a conviction on that case. So some really serious cases.
Well, Judge Faith, we can't wait to check out your show.
Thank you.
My 9, 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yes, 1 to 2 in the afternoon.
Monday through Friday.
Yes.
Nice to have you back on Good Day in New York
again. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Next time we will take our grievances to you.
Thank you.
And the grievances are mounting.
They really are. I have you up to here. Up to here.
All right, Judge, thank you.
All right. When we come back, we're going to have a performance by Latin star J Balvin. He's taking a break from touring with Enrique Iglesias and Pitbull. How about that?
Wow, those guys can party too, I hear.
I know. Well, he's going to perform for us coming up.
Celebrity gossip exposed. TMZ, weeknights at 6:30.